Okay, we're going to talk assembly instructions here. Here's a fully assembled one, but we're going to go through this one time just by voice. Everything's out of here. The first three things you put in are the batteries. You make sure the switches are on the off position. After the batteries are in, you connect the three reds, 1, 2, 3, and leave the red loosened back. All the batteries are off. Then you connect the three blacks, the cables in back. All the batteries are off. Next, you put in the inverter. The inverter needs to also be in the off position. Then you go around back. You take the positive, connect the positive. Negative, connect the negative. Next, you put in the tray, which will already have the display installed. You'll have two MPPT controllers. You put in the first, number 1 here, number 2 here. They're labeled that way for a reason. One's master, one's slave. Next, you take the control cables. This one's going to be labeled number 1. This one goes to the display. This one is between the 1 and 2. This will be labeled number 2. And then finally, this one won't be labeled because this will have the 2 end pieces on it. So this goes on top of the 2 power battery inputs to the display panel. It goes on the same thing into the high voltage. This one, which is labeled number 1, cable number 1, will go from this slot to that slot. And you'll notice, I'll show you here, the red is on this side. This is another way you can know if you don't have the label on there. Red is on this side, blue is on this side. On the one underneath it, on cable number 2, the red is on this side, the blue is on this side. These are not correspondents to high power because these are low voltage, okay? You see this is red and this is blue. For this is cable number 2. Cable number 1 goes to the display. You'll get this cable and this cable included. This cable has a short lead, goes to number 1, a long lead goes to number 2. That's for both of these. Other things you should note, this is your fan plug. This will be connected into the power slot here that you'll have to install yourself. Next, you need to know that this is your input for your AC. The AC input is 110 volts, can handle up to 45 amps. We suggest you stop at a 40 amp circuit for powering this thing. This is your AC output, 5,000 watts at 110 volts. So there you are, there's your installation instructions.